Hi everyone. Uh, in this topical issue, I'm going to talk about war. I know this is an exciting topic because when people hear about war, they think about one country taking its army to the border to fight another country. That's our concept of war. But I would like to define this in details from different things that happen around. Our very existence is a battle because you have to fight forces that are against your existence to exist. For instance, in our body, our blood is circulating and the white cells are always in battle around the body. Two, in the universe, there's always reaction between different atoms, forming different components. And this is an act of war in itself, because one particle is disintegrating to form another particle, or particles combining to form a different compound. So when we look at the world for the Christians, because that's where we trace war, the Christians say that war began in heaven when the forces of evil fought against the forces of righteousness, and Satan was thrown down on earth. There is an equivalent version from the Greeks, the war of Jupiter or Zeus against the Titans and the Olympians, who were defeated and imprisoned in Tartarus. There is always a similarity. So we cannot be able to talk about the beginning of wars, because before creation they were there. The scientists tell us that there was a Big Bang, which is an explosion, disintegration, expansion of matter from a singular point. Still, there was the creation of the earth, and God separated, and the light chased away darkness. So when you look at those things, we see that war is an act of opposition, and this opposition can result into destruction or preservation. So why am I talking about war? Because everybody knows war. But we've known it from the perspective of armament. People take weapons and they go to war. But I want us to look at war from the Earth's perspective. We are, quote from us, the most intelligent species on this earth. In our pursuit for comfort, we have misused the resources. We have waged war on the resources, and the resources have waged war on the existence of other entities who have a right to exist. Do we really mind about what our doings have done to them? Two, we have waged war against one another. And from the book of Revelation, there is Mara. Mara is where, when the Israelites were In the desert, they came to a place where there was bitter water, and Moses threw a tree in the water to make it sweet. But then, in John, the Christian book, there is a prediction of bitter water. And this is something, a star falling in a place will kill things and animals and make the water bitter. That happened in Chernobyl when the nuclear power station went out of control, blew and released a lot of radioactive material into the atmosphere, and everything, water got radiation, animals got radiation. That's my take. I don't know how somebody would interpret that. So that shows that even in our production of energy, we have been waging war. We waged war. That is, the Americans dropped the bombs at Nagasaki and Hiroshima, and the towns were almost annihilated. Now we had the war in the Middle East. There was a threat of war, nuclear bombs from Iran and nuclear bombs from whatever Israel, I don't know, but there was a threat of nuclear. Ukraine, which used to be part of USSR, now they are two different states. They were one, but now they are battling. And there has been a threat of, if you do this, we shall use nuclear. I happen to be following things in the past during the Cold War as a layman. And I came to an understanding that some countries have got the capability of finishing the world many times over. So my question is, when we wage a war that will finish all the species, of what benefit is it to mankind? I would like to introduce a new kind of war for humankind. The first thing is we should ensure that God taking care of us, and having given us the intelligence to be able to ensure that we don't annihilate ourselves. So we should start serious disarmament. We should learn from Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And the fact that a nuclear weapon nowadays is almost 1,000 times stronger than what was dropped in Nagasaki and Hiroshima. And in case there is a total war, or over 100 weapons are fired, there is no earth. So who is the winner in this war? My take is sanity dictates that we get out of this race, disarm to a level that we cannot be able to destroy the earth. That would mean a lot of sacrifice from all these countries, because only 100 nuclear warheads fired at whatever place, be it a singular place or whatever, will destroy the earth, will destroy the atmosphere, will destroy everything. There will be no living thing. So what are we doing as human beings when we sit and do not voice ourselves? Because this destruction does not involve people from other planets. It is we, those who have the weapons, those who don't have the weapons. We are talking in short that we are tired of living on the earth that God gave us, and we want a way out. Are we all ready to die? For a reason that some people have learned and brought technology of destruction, and are so scared of each other that they are amassing to the extent that they will destroy everybody, including themselves. So let's call for sanity. Let's disarm to a lower level than 100. That's a big sacrifice. And we know these countries cannot be able to do it on themselves. It is the human being, the citizens and everybody who should call upon the United Nations for us to disarm. because there will always be that threat. But as we disarm, we have a lot of challenges because I don't know if we are truthful or not truthful. Sometimes we talk of aliens, sometimes we talk of aliens not being there. We should always remember that if we also lose all the technology, we shall be vulnerable in case there is such a thing. So we should also have a defense. We should think of human beings collaborating, not being one state, because there is a risk, again, when one country overrides or one system overrides over all human beings, others will be slaves. So we have a system where human beings can collaborate for the defense of the planet. We should think of ways of preserving the planet, ways of interacting with the environment in useful ways and in a way that will preserve the earth, not destroy the earth. God created this earth for us, and He wanted us to preserve it, not to destroy it. So it appears that we are all hell-bound on destroying the earth. But God and sanity should prevail. That we should let God's earth go on. We are not given the mandate to destroy the earth and destroy ourselves. Let's embrace peace, self-preservation. That's human beings and animals. Conservation, equity among human beings, and let every human being have a say in the world of affairs because they are stakeholders. We all live on this earth. There are other entities that cannot be able to talk, animals and plants. We being the intelligent ones should be their guardians, as the word of God says. We should do things in their interest, protect them. Use what is in the environment, but ensure that we preserve the diversities. We should not be having now extinction of things because of our carelessness, when we know now that our carelessness can lead to destruction of other entities, because their annihilation means we shall also be annihilated. And the information that God put in those things may not be able to come from any other thing. We have got jets that fly in the air and sharks that swim in the ocean, a big resemblance. We've got so many things that we have learned, birds that fly. We are streamlining our flying machines using that. So, for human posterity, we human beings should arise peacefully and call for the disarmament of nuclear weapons to a level that we cannot be able to destroy our own world, and to a level that the environment cannot be destroyed. Let's call on to human sanity. Let's preserve the earth. Let's disarm.